Previously during the investigation. Okay then, Zach. Let's pay Harry another visit and get to the bottom of all this.
And that one. And that one too. All red seeds.
Welcome, York. The killings 50 years ago. There is something about it that you won't find written in those files. The people were attacking and killing each other, rampaging as though insane.
Quite a story.
York, I told you. It's nothing more than local folklore.
What does that all mean?
It's called The Legend of the New Raincoat Killer.
York, we found Thomas.
Zach. Okay, so it's not bonus footage. It's still part of the main feature. Perpetrator is exactly who I thought it was.
So that means he thought it was Thomas. We didn't find Thomas last episode, but his flat was empty, right?
Yeah, well, didn't we have that scene where we went into that S&M torture chamber?
Exactly, you're right.
And then we had this thing where we ended up in the bar or something.
Oh yeah, and we went through the whole torture chamber otherworld thing, I think.
Yeah.
I don't really remember. We recorded a few days ago. I think this sequence is pretty pretty annoying too, because you're so small feet and legs.
Do you walk yourself in this part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
And it takes forever. Like all the nice intermission sequences, they overdid it in terms of length.
Yeah, they're so proud of it, probably.
Yeah, and it's mostly really atmospheric and good ideas, but then these things take 3 minutes of just repetition and not 30 seconds, which would be ideal, in my opinion.
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
It's like when I go somewhere with my brother. He walks so fast, and I feel like the little kid behind him. Never seen anybody walk this fast. It's crazy.
In real life, right?
In real life,
no,
yeah.
Not when you were a kid.
No, now.
And which brother? The one that I know?
Yeah, the oldest. Yeah.
Oh, he seems so relaxed.
Yeah, but he walks like crazy. It's ridiculous.
Huh.
It's really ridiculous. I mean, I I would consider myself a fast walker, like because I'm mostly annoyed by other people. But when he's with me, it's crazy. He walks about twice as fast as me without breaking a sweat.
So his normal pace in walking is like other people's pace in jogging.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, he could probably do one of those competition walks,
Yeah, where you're not allowed to leave the ground with both feet at the same time at any time.
Yeah, it looks so silly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's an interesting story.
Yeah, maybe you will experience that one day.
Come on,
Yeah, maybe I
Go
will
somewhere.
try to follow him and lose him, and then I'm lost in the woods also.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the playing of this segment. I don't know if we can even really get to him. I think he's too far gone by now, which is symbolic, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
No, he's lost in the woods.
Which is also pretty symbolic.
He has a big head. But that's...
Don't all children.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, I don't know. They have sometimes they have weird body growth.
Yeah, and babies too, I think. And it's the opposite of the... Oh, it's trembling. The hand is weirdly trembling. It's kind of creepy.
It's horse face, probably, right?
Are you okay?
It's
No,
not
it's
horse face.
it's not horse face. Is her name Emily?
Yes.
Yeah.
You finally start to,
Yes,
after 1.5
awesome.
years, start to remember the characters by name. That's progress. And we're all almost done. But I always thought that, I mean, you can always only see the by a shadow obstructed face of his mother. But I always thought they were the same character model. Just his mother's face wasn't like you were not able to see it at any point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I hate dogs licking my face. I think
Yeah.
that's I mean, they like eat their own shit and stuff like that.
Yeah, and their own puke.
Yeah.
But wasn't it Willie? I think that's Willie. It's Forrest's dog. Forrest Casey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and there
That's
he
him.
is.
You are waiting here for someone, aren't you? The person you are waiting for will be here soon.
And by the way, do you remember that in the very beginning of the game, like when you first start to control the character, you're in the red room and you have this board of the United States, and there's a figure of Forrest Casey on it also, the one that was just showed to us.
No, I don't remember, but that sounds
Yeah, it just
interesting.
came to me when I saw the figure.
We come toward the climax. As the angel said, I was soon fated to meet him. What do you think of those dreams, Zach? So I do care for Emily.
What about you? We should take this opportunity and talk about this a bit.
So Thomas got us after we went through the otherworld passage.
Bar, well, you wouldn't have found this place, would you? Now, how about that? I guess I've
Seen
always
him in a
been
while.
lucky when lucky. That's why I've been able to stay in business, too. Although we have Willie to thank for finding this room, I suppose. He's got a great nose. Clever, too. He'd be a great businessman if he wanted to be. I owed you,
Of course, the dog.
and I owed York big time, too. You guys didn't tell anyone about that whole thing with Diane. I want to help you guys out. Is there anything I can do?
Kaysen, I appreciate the offer. But this is a police matter. You can leave everything to us from here.
Oh, well, okay.
George, look. These cigarettes. They're the same brand that York smokes. He's definitely been here.
Carol's been missing since the bar closed last night. This town will be deserted if this keeps up.
What do you think is really happening here in Greenvale?
Emily, let's focus on looking for York. I just hope there are more leads than a cigarette butt around here.
Hey, Willie, of course! You can track his scent, can't you, boy? What do you think, officers? Let him help you out, why don't you? Oh, he'd make a fine police dog.
I told you we don't need...
Sounds good, Kaysen. We need all the help we can get. Come on, George. Let's let them help us.
But they are civilians.
Do you have a better plan? As we speak, York might be...
All right. Let's have them help.
Thank you, George.
But one thing. With York missing in action, I'm back in charge. And York would give me hell if something bad happened to you guys. So promise me you'll call for backup at the first sign of danger.
Yes, of course.
I think we're missing something here. So I'm going to look around a bit longer. You go with Kaysen, and follow York's trail.
Thank you, George. We're counting on you, boy. Welcome to the force, Deputy Willie.
Let's get rolling then.
Okay, I'm counting on you, Willie.
I think you can see the dog's
Not
penis.
counting on me, though.
Really? I didn't look at that moment.
Yeah, it caught my eye somehow.
I like how Kaysen has a little dog patch on the back of his pants.
Yeah, it's cute, right? I love it too.
Oh, they're fast.
Yeah. I sped that up because it would have been taking hours again.
You put that music over?
Yeah, of course. I put a lot of music over this shit, and it's always the game's soundtrack music, and sometimes, you know, when something is...
He can be a little selfish, but he's a good dog. He stayed with me all this time, through all the good and the bad.
How long have you been together?
Yeah, swap some dog
we've
stories.
been a long time. I can't even remember a time when he wasn't around.
I had a dog when I was small, too. He was a beagle, so we named him B. Stupid name, I know. He hated being left alone and always followed me around. I could tell him anything, even things I couldn't tell my parents. He'd look into my eyes and listen intently to anything I had to say. It's like he sympathized, and he didn't make fun of me. He would just listen. When I was done talking, he'd put a paw on my thigh. My worries just faded away when he did that. Made me feel like I was just a fool for worrying so much. Dogs are great that way.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I think they got a lot more wisdom than us humans. Even if they are betrayed, well, they don't see it that way. Sure sounds foolish, but you know dogs, why, they're always happy. I'm positive that even if man perishes off the face of the earth, dogs, why, they'll just carry on, regardless. They see everything, you know. From their dog houses, they look out and they see me.
Oh, that monologue is so corny.
Oh, look, Deputy
Typical
Will's calling for
dog
us.
owner
It's always
conversation.
like that. Let's get back to the chase.
Yeah, when it fits, I put over the music that was like originally over the scene, like this one. And I think that's just the best way to do it. Like, keep it in the original flavor.
I never noticed that. I mean, we've been recording like for hours and hours, and I've never noticed that the sped up scenes have the normal music over them.
Yeah, when there is fitting music and normal music, when it's not sped up at all.
Why, thank you, York. You're so kind. Unlike him.
If I had someone like you, things may not have come to this.
York, have you ever been in love with someone?
Thomas, a long time ago, I witnessed two people that I really cared about die. Both pretty much at the same time. And since then,
Emily, right? She's a nice girl.
But I must warn you, York. You'd be better off not falling in love with her.
Thomas, considering the circumstances, whatever I say might not be important to you, but I'll say it anyways. Don't you dare touch Emily.
York, I think I've said too much.
It's natural to respond when someone talks to you, I guess. Everything will end tonight. You just stay there until then.
kind of a cool scene again, I think, the way it is done.
Yeah, looking through that thing. Yeah.
Hours on hours of doing repetitive stuff. That's weird, right?
Yeah, that was weird.
What's wrong? Something's bothering you.
Oh, no, it's just... I promised to have tea with Polly. I just remembered.
What's that got to do with anything?
Yep, you're right. This just isn't the time, I know. But it's... Well, she reminds me of my mother who passed away.
Kaysen.
I've been a salesman for a long, long time. I never had time to talk with my mother, you know. Sales, they were the thing for me. No matter what happened, this was more important. So even when she was sick, I put more energy into my work, which I regret now. And you know, when I heard she died, I was on my way home, all happy. I closed a big deal in Jersey. Just when you want to give something back, you got no one to give it back to. Well, that's when I met her, Polly. I thought heaven had given me another chance. I really did. So I always stay in that hotel whenever I come up here. Oh, sure, the rooms are great, but in all honesty, I go there because I want to talk with Polly.
Does Polly know all this?
No way. I'd never say anything so embarrassing to her. She'd think I've got some crazy mother complex or something. Right, let's get going. Deputy Willie disapproves of any chit-chat. I'll make it up to
Got a
Polly.
penis, but no butthole.
Yeah. Should be able to see the butthole too, I think so.
Yeah. Even if they go that far, being anatomically incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay, it switches back and forth.
About that at the moment. Thomas is certainly a great cook. Cooking too. Why does God taste this? That coffee she made. That pack of punch. I wish you could have tasted it, Zach.
And I just sped up the music and left it because I liked it so much.
Some hardcore techno.
Or grind
It's only
metal.
a hunch now.
Grindcore.
I don't think Nick killed Diane.
What do you mean?
Me and Diane, we were, pretty close. Sure, some people might have moral issues about it all, but I'd like to think that I knew her pretty well. Every time we finished talking, she'd bring up art. I'd make a face, boring. And she'd always say, "You're so different from Nick. He's so much more intelligent."
Sounds like something she'd say.
Nick was one of the few people who she could talk to, And vice versa for Nick, I suppose. Diane also told me that she was best friends with Nick. He'd have nothing at all to gain by killing her.
But even the best of friends can end up in the worst fights.
Still, the voices and footsteps I heard that night, they were something else. Much more violent, more horrifying. Diane's voice sounded different, too. Different. Hard to explain. Of course, I couldn't make out what she was saying.
You told York all this?
Of course I did.
What did he say?
I know, that's fine. Something like that. Let's go then, and catch Diane's killer.
That whole scene took so long to play, and you're basically doing nothing but listening to dialogue and walking.
Yeah, and those dialogues aren't very interesting.
Well, yeah.
Well, the last one was okay, but the ones before that.
Yeah, I think you're right. But at the same time, I like the way, how it is done. The juxtaposition of the two.
Yeah.
places and thoughts of the people.
So he fell in love with Emily, more or less.
Are you close to the Ingrams?
No, I mean, well, I always say hi when I see them at their store.
Don't you think they make a wonderful family?
I guess so. Including Jim, I suppose they do.
Indeed they do. The ideal family, I'd say. You know that I look after Isaac and Isaiah pretty often, right? They talk a lot when I take them out. Yesterday, Mama and Papa, and this morning, Grandpa, always about their family. Just listening to them makes me feel so happy. I don't have any brothers, you know. Maybe I'm a little jealous of those two. That's why when I come here, I always pay them a visit. Greenvale is really like a second home to me.
I can tell.
I think that is exactly what the game is trying to do here, to make Greenvale like more of a home to you as a player, to strengthen your relation to the characters and rehash all the characters and stuff, and in a sentimental way, you know.
Yeah, to give it more depth and to prepare for the climax.
Yeah, I think so, exactly. And it's kind of clever, but it's again not perfectly executed.
It's kind of weird because I would think, you know, he would have thoughts about the whole case and the murder and stuff like that, and the raincoat killer. But it seems like maybe he already solved it, but he's just now in a position where he can't do anything, and that's why he's thinking about Emily.
I think so, yeah. He said in the beginning, it's exactly who I thought it was. So I think he thinks that he solved it.
Okay.
If that's the case, that's another question. We will find out.
Oh, that's the clock tower. The music reminds me of like the Persona games.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like a Japanese music style, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but that's totally Persona style. 3 and 4 has songs like these.
Yeah.
This one a lot.
York is nearby?
Good job, Willie. Can we stop running now, please?
And he starts running again.
This little flower tree, whatever.
In his hand, you mean?
Yeah.
There's some sort of a climax coming up, by the way.
Oh.
Which is a boss fight.
Boss fight?
Believe it or not,
the
yeah.
long route here. You weren't playing with us, were you?
George, we found out where York is. George? Kaysen, I'm going in alone.
Hey, you didn't forget what George said.
No, I haven't. And that's why you get to stay out here and keep trying to contact him. I'm just going to check things out. I'll stay out of danger. Trust me.
Okay, if you say so. I'll take care of this here.
Yeah, and you have to play as Emily.
That's what I was gonna ask, yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And she has a different weapon than you normally use. It's way stronger. I think it's about as strong as York's weapon would be on easy difficulty.
Okay.
Freeze!
What the hell is that? Oh, it's York's mother.
Well, this is one big event in the game for you, because you always said he's the only one who can see these.
Oh, true.
demons and monsters, and now
True.
Emily can suddenly.
What the hell?
Oh, and I obviously forgot a loading screen in there. So that changes up a lot, I think, for you and your theories.
Yeah, it does. It does. So it's
Emily
nothing.
is here. Time to say goodbye then.
It's not a psychological disorder in his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or at least not. It says at least these demons are real.
No situation
Yeah.
is reversible. Didn't you know that?
Everyone, everything proceeds along a path preordained by fate. Goodbye then. I wonder who'll be the next person to open this door. Well, whoever that person is will be the one to decide your fate.
And that's the boss, or?
No, that's not the boss, but
Okay.
it will come on top of the clock tower.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird that Emily sees it now.
Yeah. It's also weird that she runs into the fire.
She wanted to see if it's real or not.
Trying to see if she's sleeping or not. Trying to induce pain to herself. Yeah. I think what actually happened is that York was the only one getting himself in the situations where the other world intruded, and obviously it's not like a figment of his imagination, but reality to others too if they get themselves in these situations.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Which means demons are real in this game.
But it's
Magic
weird
is
that
real.
that nobody has seen them ever before, because I mean that clock tower accident was like 60 years ago or something, right? Or 50.
You're right. Or maybe no one survived them or something.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of a stretch for your, like, suspending your disbelief and stuff, but it just means that magic is real in this game.
Okay.
I kind of like that better than it's all in his head. That would be too tropey.
Yeah, that's true. That's like a little more of the I don't know, Stephen King approach, right? That you don't have these that you have like evil in the world and evil like concentrates, you know, like bad stuff happens and stuff.
Yeah. Whoa. Weird.
What it
Weird.
started burning.
Yeah, I think that's why he twitched, but I don't know why he started burning actually. Yeah, and then between enemies you have to climb in 11,000 stories of clock tower.
Are you gonna fight Thomas at the top, or?
Yes, you are.
Ah, okay, yeah, it's probably the only. I wonder if he has any special powers or something.
Well, we will find out.
Yeah, already.
I had trouble with this boss fight. I think it took a while. And I think I left all this in just because it's Emily that you play. There's not really like big differences in gameplay.
Except that her gun is stronger. Does she have hit points? Oh yeah, she does. I see at the top. Yeah.
But we're in before the boss fight.
At least there's a phone there.
Yeah. The boss fight is pretty gnarly because it requires very much good aiming.
Oh, okay.
And it's hard to do in this game.
Probably with the controller, right? It's kind of weird.
Hmm.
Not so nice, you know.
Yeah, I haven't played this game on the PC. I own it, the director's cut on Steam, but I don't know if you probably can play it with the mouse, and maybe it's way better to control it. That's actually a good question. I'm curious.
You sure took your time.
Thomas, you've got nowhere to run now. Just surrender yourself.
Emily, I've been waiting for you.
Where's York? Is he okay?
He's quite the handsome one, isn't he? I liked him the moment I saw him. He likes someone else, of course. Who do you think that is?
I'm asking you if he is okay. Answer me.
Oh, yes. He is handsome. But me and Carol, we love not him, but a different person. My lovely G.
He's in love with George?
Hmm.
Do you know what you're doing?
Wow.
Why, yes, I do. All too well. Far better than you do, I think. You know nothing about yourself, nor this town.
Please don't make me shoot you.
You're a silly, sad little woman. We're heading for devastation. All of us. And no one can stop it.
Glitter
Sparkly eyes.
tears.
Thomas, you're sick. But there's still time. We can get you help. I'll help you.
You're too kind, Emily. As kind as a goddess. That's why he likes you. This town is soiled, and only you are shining in it.
That's right, Thomas. Let's just leave here together.
It was so much better back then. We had so much fun. Emily, that was before you came. I won't let you have him. You filthy pig!
Wow.
Look at that. It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that is.
You pig!
And then he throws shit at you and you have to evade. And sometimes there's even QTE.
So, is he actually
You won't have it your way.
Is he actually part of the Raincoat Killer thing? Is this just like a side story because he's in love with George and he's jealous?
Well, that question, the answer will have to wait when the game will give it to you. I won't spoil it. Oh, I messed that one up, by the way. It's so weird. I hope you can feel my pain when you
Yeah.
You,
look at that.
you're gonna die.
Oh.
I mean, what he does is great, but you're trapped in this weird, like, I don't know. It's changing perspectives and the aiming is so hard and can still walk around, which makes everything harder. And
But you already have him to like 50%, so I mean you're doing pretty well, right?
yeah, that's because headshots do a lot of damage, and I hit him a few times.
Die, Emily. Take this.
It might actually be that I did several tries on him. I don't really remember.
Oh, without recording.
Yeah. Well, I did record it, but I cut it in a way.
You pig. Take this.
Yeah, but it's actually pretty cool how he flies around on the gears and stuff. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that does look very cool.
Yeah.
The whole scenery and stuff like that. Gears. Wonder if a clock tower actually looks like that.
I don't think any clock
probably
tower
not.
looks like that. The huge gears.
Would be cool though.
It would be extremely cool, yeah. Oh, maybe someone should build one like this. Looks like it would work forever and never break.
Yeah.
And if it broke, could like tear down a whole town.
One of those cog wheels gets loose.
Yeah.
People will die. Definitely.
Yeah. And the QTEs are weird, actually. And they are mostly very easy 3-button QTEs. But I'm not good at QTEs, and I don't like them particularly at all. Doesn't matter in which game.
Yep.
My reaction is bad, and my brain takes too long to process what I see on the screen, and then I mess them up most of the time.
It's like the difference when you play on what's it called? Heavy Rain? Is it called Heavy Rain?
Mm-hmm.
And you play it on like hard or easy. When you play it on hard, you have to press it like really fast, and it gets really annoying because in these kind of story-based games, it doesn't. I don't really care about the difficulty.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't Heavy Rain? I mean, come on, pressing the quick time event fast enough is like not the goal of the game or what makes the game fun.
There are some really hard parts anyways, right? Where you have to do very quick and long quick time button stuff.
Yeah, especially when you have to like shake one of the analog sticks or something like that. So I'm really bad at that too.
I was watching a Let's Play of this game, and it has some story faults, but I did enjoy the Let's Play. I don't know if I would have enjoyed playing it myself, because the story is kind of broken at the end.
Yeah.
But watching it passively is pretty great with a game like this, I think. It's pretty great with a game like Deadly Premonition also.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally must have cut out an hour of loading time. Like, that stuff. Loading screens are all the time everywhere, and they're hardly like 30 seconds long. It's got rid of all that.
You should have made an extra video only with the loading screens you had in the whole playthrough.
Yeah. I shouldn't have deleted them, but just pasted them in an extra video, all one after another, and seen how long it is.
He's almost dead.
I think I get him up there. And the upcoming cutscene is awesome, by the way.
Oh.
Thomas, don't make me shoot again. Surrender and turn yourself in.
Emily,
Thomas.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's enough, Thomas. Just come over here.
Emily, I just... I hate you so much. Die, you skanky swine! You stinky mutt! Get away! Get away from me! Get off!
Oh. And it's not over yet.
Thomas!
Best death
Nice.
in this game so far.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and Willie killed him. Deputy Dog. Willie could be a businessman because of his nose.
Yeah.
That's what Forrest said. And Forrest is delighted, by the way.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
He looks like a strung up turkey.
Yeah. It's just like he should just begin to dance.
What the hell?
Oh.
Really opened the door. Closing it.
I think Willie's a demon too.
Yeah, he's gonna rape him before the others find out.
Yeah. This big dog penis.
Yeah.
Dog rape. That's probably pretty common in dog society.
Yeah, I bet it is. Like, you mean dogs and dogs?
Yeah, I mean even dolphins do it.
Really?
Hmm. Dolphins are evil motherfuckers, dude.
I mean, they look so nice, but
Yeah,
they smile all the time. But they're like, it's like rape smile.
I mean, they are nice to humans, but within their own societies, they are extremely cruel animals.
That's interesting.
Yeah. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's crazy.
I will. First thing I will do.
Hey!
I think they can even be attacking humans when they
Really?
when they get really annoyed and frustrated,
York!
like in captivity and
Are
stuff.
you okay?
Yeah.
I don't think that they're particularly dangerous.
I'm fine. Got to spend some quality time with Zach. I heard gunshots. Did you get our man?
York. Thomas is dead. I shot him. He tried to kill me.
Thomas. I suppose that this is the fate you talked about. But Emily, what about the murderer?
I just told you I had to shoot Thomas.
Thomas's actions may have surprised you, I understand that. But our job is to catch the killer, isn't it? You didn't let the killer get away.
York, are you saying that Thomas was not responsible for the murders?
What? That makes no sense.
Emily, are you out of your mind? Thomas was certainly neck deep in this. But he didn't kill the girls. He has concrete alibis for all 3 murders. He also doesn't have the reverse peace symbol on his back. These are basic facts that for sure you haven't forgotten.
Then who?
I need you to be strong, Emily. If Thomas is not the killer, then there is only one other possibility.
It's George.
Only one with free access to the department files and doesn't have an alibi at the time of the killings. Love G himself.
Bingo.
George? George is the killer? And since when did you start thinking this?
His finger.
I wasn't sure to start. You saw the pictures, right? In that secret room in Carol's bar. That was when I became 100% positive.
But George didn't have the tattoo on his back.
Ah, right. He doesn't have a tattoo on his back. But there is a pattern there.
What do you mean?
Emily, I'm not saying that the pattern was the tattoo. Remember what Harry said. There isn't a single thing that can maintain its shape for eternity. And George's back is a perfect example.
Hey, you two. Could you explain this so I can understand what's going on?
Emily, come in, Dad.
Emily here. I've rescued Agent York from the clock tower.
Thomas is dead. I was forced to shoot him.
I see. And you two are both all right?
York is a little weak, but we're heading back to the department now.
Okay. I'll do the same.
Yeah, I have to say I don't understand the back part either, because he was checking for the reverse peace symbol,
Emily.
and George didn't
George
have
is
it,
a friend
right?
of yours, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was just
Maybe put some
scarred.
makeup
What you're
or
about to
something.
do is going
that's
to be tough to
possible,
deal
too.
with. Are you willing to go through with this?
York, I'm deputy sheriff. This might be a small town, but I take pride in that. It's my duty to make sure that we catch all the bad guys in Greenvale. Even if it means facing an end that I would never have hoped for.
Okay. Then let's get moving. This case is going to end at the sheriff's department.
Forest. Always awkward.
Yeah. It's definitely the flow.
This is madness. Willie, come on. Let's go with him. Chickening out now would be like leaving after eating the appetizers.
Because great stuff that has happened, like Thomas is dead, it's only getting better. Yeah, so this is this episode. Pretty exciting, right?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Next one is we facing off George, I think. So get
There's still a
ready
lot
for
of-
that.
Yeah, still a lot of questions unanswered.
Yeah, definitely, but they'll get answered.
Okay.
Soon they will. See you again in the next episode.
Goodbye.